What I'm going to be talking about today is claiming your specific pot of gold. Your pot of gold is out there waiting for you. What are you doing to claim it? What you need to think about first is not just what interests you, but what you are passionate about. Hello, legends and rock stars. Marguerita here for another week for training for you to be able to create wealth through an online business as a spiritual entrepreneur. And this week we're talking about, or I'm talking about, how to claim your pot of gold in all the money that's out there in business and in the online space. How do you claim your pot of gold? There are so many opportunities available, particularly right now. You may or may not be aware that just in the last year alone, China has created an extra 257 billionaires to their rich list. Just think about that, 257 billionaires. The billionaires in China have added $1.4 trillion to their wealth. So if you think there's not enough money on the planet, just go and talk to all the billionaires in China. Previously, I think there were 631. So they've increased their number of billionaires by about 40%, with all the drama that's going on in the world, with the rest of the world focused on how bad it is, how bad the economy is, that the economy is tanking, that the jobs are disappearing, that businesses are folding. I'm not saying that's not true. However, the opportunities that are bound are infinite. And if you're not attending to your personal economy, there is a huge money grab going on right now. So if you're stressing out about there not being enough money, about you not being able to create wealth because, but the economy is so bad, I can't create wealth now, I can't start a business now, the economy is so bad, get over it. Because that is not the case. Now is the perfect time to start any business, as long as you have the right systems, strategies, mindset, and you have everything in place. Now, that doesn't mean you have to have everything in place to get started. What I'm going to be talking about today is claiming your specific pot of gold. Where is it? What does it look like? And what do you need to do to be able to funnel wealth in your direction? As a spiritual entrepreneur, there are things that you need to be mindful of that other entrepreneurs don't have to even consider. There is a specific wealth formula that will put you in the path and the space of ease and flow and grace and be able to create wealth in a way that doesn't include all the left mind beliefs that we get from so many entrepreneurs, that it's hard, that it's a struggle, that you got to grind, that you got to, it's the hustle, it's you being able to work long hours, blah, 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 blah. Do you have to work? Yes, absolutely. And anybody who tells you that you don't have to put the work in is lying. They're lying, they're delusional, or they haven't done it themselves, and they actually don't know what it takes to create a highly profitable business, millions, even billions of dollars. There's got to be that element of fun and passion, and what you do actually lights you up so much that it's not work. It's fun, it's play, it's leveraging your core genius, your gifts and talents. It's doing the things that you play at that other people have to work at. And then outsourcing the things that you aren't so good at. Even if you can't do that now, do it in future. Set yourself up in future to know that you're going to outsource, firstly, your administration, your marketing and sales, and then you look at the day-to-day infrastructure within your business and see what else you can outsource. And that's obviously something that if you're just developing and launching your business, then that could be later on down the track. But you've got to start with that kind of mindset. You've got to start looking forward to, oh my goodness, it's going to be so good when I don't have to do all of this stuff anymore and I can get somebody else to do a lot of that stuff for me. That's the mindset you've got to be in, because if you try to hold on to everything and try to do everything, then you are seriously going to limit your income. So let's focus today on where you find your gold. And I just want to say that whatever your dreams are, however big they are, never, ever, ever give up on your big dreams and big ideas. Never, ever look at what it is that your heart desires, your vision that you desire to create, and go, oh, it's too big. I don't know how it's ever going to happen. It's just not possible. Rubbish. Just did a tapping in the Wealth Consciousness Movement group, and all around that. All around shifting that mindset, expanding this container to know that all things are possible. Why do I wear these t-shirts? It's because I'm owning, growing into that billionaire status. And does that mean that I'm eventually going to be a billionaire? Maybe, maybe not. But when I develop the mindset of a billionaire, then at least I have the choice. And, you know, when you start to think about being a billionaire, all of a sudden millions is a piece of cake. Wow, you know, I'm in a billionaire mindset. Millions, tens of millions is easy. Hundreds of millions all of a sudden becomes doable when you're in a billionaire mindset. These t-shirts, by the way, just arrived. Very happy with them. These are for my Billionaire You coaching clients. So if you want one of these, then you got to become a Billionaire You coaching client. And if you'd like to know how that works, then talk to me. So just send me in a message, a private message, get in touch with me, and we can talk about how that works, how I can help you to work on your mindset, to work on your specific unique wealth formula. The thing that you need to remember is that we all have a unique wealth formula. Yes, there are systems and strategies that are out there that you can leverage already, that are already proven to create wealth, proven. So don't try and reinvent the wheel. But how do you inject your uniqueness? The one and only you, the only one that ever has been, the only one that ever will be, the one and only you that has something really special to bring to whatever it is that you decide to do. And there are multiple ways to create wealth. Well, multiple, thousands upon thousands of ways to create wealth. Now, obviously, we are focusing in the online space because it's so much easier to create wealth in the online space, even hundreds of millions or billions of dollars in the online space. My favorite mentor, Mark Lack, is he's generating hundreds of millions of dollars a year in his business. And he said he may not reach billionaire status, but he hangs out with the people who are in that mindset. He hangs around them. He absorbs how they think, how they behave, what they're doing. And he's creating wealth in the online space. Now, how he's going to create billions is not just by what he's doing in the online space. It's taking what he's creating and the income that he's creating from the online space, and he's investing it in other businesses. He's investing in commodities. He's investing in blockchain technologies. And there's all sorts of ways that he's investing that income. Real estate. So what you need to think about first is not just what interests you, but what you are passionate about. So it's not about thinking about what's the next big thing and what's going to get you the biggest return on your investment. Obviously, that's a consideration, but it's not your initial primary consideration. As far as building a business is concerned, because a business is the first step, growing a business is the first step to creating that wealth and abundance in your life. Having a business that has no limits on its ability to create income, it is infinitely scalable. Online is definitely the way to go. Very little infrastructure, very little money to get started in the online space. And you can leverage your gifts, your talents, and you can actually grow it exponentially, quickly, and with absolutely no limits on the potential for the income. Then obviously you take a portion of that income and you invest it in other growth, money, wealth growth strategies that use the money that you're bringing in. So instead of money using you, you know how to use money. Very, very important that you understand that. So what is your unique wealth formula? Where is your pot of gold, and how do you claim that, own that? Well, the first thing that you need to do is decide. Decide that you are claiming your pot of gold. So the next thing you have to do is start to look at and unpack what unique gifts and talents do you have? What experience do you bring to the table? Actually, before that, step before that, what are you passionate about? Not just interested in, passionate about. Because that passion is what is going to drive you through all the frustrations and disappointments. It's what's going to turn the business that you create into something that lights you up every single day, not that just like, ugh, I gotta go and sit at my computer and do that thing today. Ugh, I don't want to do that. I'd rather be down the beach. I'd rather do anything other than do this. So what is it that lights you up? So for instance, I'm interested in health, and I am very invested in my own health. So this is a part of it's one of my top values is my health. I've always looked after my health, and I've learned a lot about stuff for my own health, but I'm not passionate enough about it to help people to transform their health. It's not something that as soon as I start talking to people and they start talking to me about their health challenges, I can tell them about all the wonderful alternative therapies, or I can tell them about EFT, but I've never investigated, there are people out there who know about all the natural health remedies that are out there. They know a lot more than me about diet and how diet can support and reduce inflammation and this solution and that solution, and they're right into the health game, and they could talk till, they could talk for hours and hours and hours and hours on all things health. That's not me. Very invested in my health. I'm interested in health, and health to me is extremely important, but I'm not passionate about it. Not passionate enough to build a business focused purely on health. So what am I passionate about? I'm passionate about freedom. I'm passionate about helping others to create freedom, not just my freedom, but helping others to create freedom in their life and whatever freedom looks like to them. So for instance, when I start to talk about the financial system that we have and how humanity has been enslaved by the financial system, and how the global elite have created this system that literally keeps us enslaved deliberately. Oh my goodness. You have no idea how angry that makes me. Now I can take that anger and I can turn it into passion. So somebody who's angry about something, they can do two things with it, or three things with it. They can shut it down, push it down because it's inappropriate and we're not allowed to be angry. And that's just going to create problems later because it doesn't go anywhere. It just gets shut down into the body and it gets packed away somewhere within the body, and it creates dis-ease within the body later on down the track. So you can vent it, you can punch walls, punch people, get angry and act out, or you can channel that anger into a passion. And what are you passionate about? What solution? Instead of just getting frustrated and pissed off about it, how are you going to channel? There is so much energy bound up in anger. How are you going to channel that emotion into a positive solution? So what do you stand for? What are you passionate about? What breaks your heart in the world? What difference do you want to make? What legacy do you want to leave? Now, it doesn't mean that you have to. You can create your own solution to contribute to solving the problem, or you can find a company or a product or a movement that has already created the solution and align yourself with their vision and the solution that they've already created. I've done multiple things in this area. So I'm obviously very passionate about mindset. Freedom means that we have to shift collectively the mindset of all the people to be able to create freedom for humanity. I am so passionate about being a part of the solution for creating freedom for humanity. I have no idea if we're going to see it in this lifetime, but considering the disruption we've had this year, anything is possible. And I honestly believe that what has happened this year is actually a part of the solution to creating freedom and liberating humanity. I'm passionate about shifting mindset of the collective consciousness. And as I do that for one person, 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people, they then go out and they help to shift the mindset of other people out there. So it's a ripple effect. So I have my coaching course where I help people I personally help them to work on their mindset, to find solutions, to be able to create their own unique wealth formula and step into that billionaire mindset. So all things are possible, so they can create freedom for themselves. And all of my clients are creating solutions that in some way, shape or form help humanity solve a problem. You must solve a problem. If you're not solving a problem, then you're not going to be truly, truly wealthy unless you're a con artist and you're just going to rip people off of their money. And if you're in my community, I know that's not you. So you've got to really look at what you are passionate about and how you're going to channel that. Now, if you are passionate about freeing elephants from their captivity and from being beaten in Asian countries and forced to work, or if you're passionate about the orangutans and the fact that their palm oil is destroying their habitat and they're dying, if you're passionate about animal cruelty, then you may not actually be able to create income from that. However, holding on to your vision of being a part of the solution to end animal cruelty, to end raping and pillaging our planet and the environment that's causing so much destruction and killing off species at the fastest rate we have ever seen in the history of humanity. If that's what you're passionate about, then obviously you need to create the millions of dollars, the billions of dollars to be able to funnel some of that into solutions that are already out there, or maybe you have your own solution that you want to help provide for the rest of the planet. So it's really identifying what you're passionate about. So if you're passionate about something like that, about a not-for-profit, then what is it that you can do that you are also passionate about, so you can create you can turn your mess into your message. So part of your journey so far and part of the solution for your unique wealth formula is the journey that you have already been on, turning your mess into your message. What have you already solved for yourself that you can help other people to solve? And it doesn't mean that you have to be like, you have to have figured it all out yet. If you are 1 or 2 or 3 steps ahead of your target audience, that's all that matters. Being on the journey and ahead of your target audience is all you need to be. I am not a billionaire yet, but I know a lot about online business. I've created and partnered with other highly successful online businesses. So I know how to create the foundations and then scale an online business. I also surround myself with people who are way ahead of me in this field to be able to learn from them. I'm constantly learning from them. What are the strategies? Because in the online space, things change super, super fast. So you need to be aligning yourself with people who are out there doing the do. They're ahead of you, and they're creating the solutions and the strategies, and they're evolving in the online space. And as they evolve and as they grow, they don't have to be at the top of the tree either. But if they're ahead of you, then they can help you as long as their solution is aligned with you. And this is critical. This is one thing. If you take nothing else away from today's training than this is super, super key. What is in alignment with you? It's got to be in alignment. Now, the journey to full, like it's a full body, yes, whatever it is that you're doing. Now, the journey to that is not something that I have had happen instantly for me. It has been an evolution of me taking action, of tweaking, of adjusting. And that full alignment, I am now discovered a solution that is in full alignment with who I am, what I stand for, and I'm partnering with a company that is helping me to create another stream of income that is probably the most aligned I've ever felt with any other company's product or business model. I have other products and business models that I align with. I have affiliate relationships with some of the best teachers and trainers in different areas of business on the planet, online business in specifically. And I feel fully aligned with them. And I love affiliate marketing because I don't have to be all things to all people. I could never be all things to all people, but I know that I have different solutions that I can share with my community that will help them to put the pieces together. This is a puzzle. It's a puzzle, and there are multiple pieces to the puzzle. So it's being open to aligning yourself with the mentors, with the teachers, with the trainers, doing courses, working on your mindset, investing in different solutions to be able to create your pot of gold, to claim your pot of gold. It is out there waiting for you. Your pot of gold is out there waiting for you. What are you doing to claim it? What does it look like? How are you aligning yourself with either other solutions or turning your mess into your message and creating courses and solutions and strategies for other people? Is there a product or that you want to create or have created that solves a specific problem for you, has solved a specific problem for you? It's a bit like, you know, those mothers who I can't even remember, but I know there's a couple of stories about mothers who their children had this awful, terrible eczema, and their babies were so distressed because of this incredibly distressing condition. And because the medical profession couldn't give them any answers, they couldn't find any answers anywhere. They tried everything. So they went to work at creating their own solution. Now, do you think that a solution that works for their baby, that has helped them to overcome eczema and bring it under control so their baby's no longer itchy and distressed and in pain, do you think that other people might be interested in that solution? So what was their mess? They turn it into their message. They turn it into a solution that they can share with others. And some of these stay-at-home mums have created million-dollar, multi-million-dollar businesses from the solution that they found for their situation. So what is it that you have already navigated in your life and you have discovered a solution for? Is it leveraging a company or a product or a solution that is already available and partnering with that company? And there are multiple ways to do that. As I said, affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing, and network marketing, which I used to be a huge critic of. I'm now actually a massive advocate for, because I now understand when you have the right company, when you are in alignment with, and the company has massive integrity, when you are in alignment with solution, you know, when it's a good fit and you are passionate about representing that company, that product, and you are building the belief in yourself. The other thing about multi-level marketing and network marketing is the incredible personal development that it offers for you. So it's actually nailing down that alignment. And as I started saying several minutes ago, it's trialing stuff until it's tweaking and adjusting, tweaking and adjusting, tweaking and adjusting until you find that full body yes alignment. Now, for me, I'm not saying that it won't happen overnight for you. For me, it didn't happen overnight. It actually took several years of my evolution of trialing different things and different business models and evolving in myself to bring together my unique wealth solution. And now that is multifaceted. My wealth solution is multifaceted because I partner with multiple companies, but it all comes back to freedom. And what I'm interested in, not necessarily passionate about, it's all about health. People's health, because I believe health is actually a big part of freedom. But ultimately, it comes right back to freedom. It comes right back to liberating humanity. It comes right back to helping people to reclaim their power so they can create whatever they want in their lives. Every solution that I either partner with or create as a coach in my coaching programs, it's all about freedom and passion and liberating humanity. So I really hope that you have found this training valuable today. If you would like to know more about my coaching programs or any of the solutions that I could show you that could help you to really bring your dreams to life and your vision and create massive wealth for yourself and maybe even become a conscious billionaire, then reach out to me, because there are multiple ways that I can serve you in that space. And there's one more thing that I will leave you with. Whatever a solution is, the solution is that you end up either creating or partnering with, you are going to be serving others, because that is what you are here to do. You are here to serve. So creating wealth is actually serving people. It's serving the planet. It's serving a purpose. There can be no greater way to create massive wealth than to be of service to others. So know that your wealth strategy, your unique wealth formula is of massive service to people, the planet, animals, whatever it is that you're passionate about. It is of service, and you deserve to get hugely rewarded for that. So declare it, claim it, and then own it, live it, and be it. Whatever it is that your heart desires, whatever it is that you want to create, own it, live it, be it. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you in another training next week. I really hope you've enjoyed this. I would love to know what your biggest takeaway is and what are 3 action steps that you are going to take from this training today to be able to create massive wealth and freedom in your life. What are you passionate about? Actually share that. Yes, I'd love you to share the 3 action steps that you're going to take. But I want you to sit down and think, what are you truly, truly, truly passionate about? And share that in the comments below. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Love you loads. Bye for now. If you've enjoyed this video today, then come and join the Online Business for Spiritual Entrepreneurs Facebook group, where I share lots more training, information, tapping, and different things that are going to help you to get from where you are to where you want to be as a spiritual entrepreneur. Just click the link below. I look forward to seeing you in the group very soon.